Okay, so you go to Missouri
Mm-hmm.
and you start taking acting classes there.
Yep.
And then you act in a play, and then at that point you're like, okay, this is it. This is what I want to do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When I left SMU, man, I did that acting for non-majors, and I did a monologue, and the monologue, man, was so powerful that when I finished, I forgot I was in the classroom, man, and they started clapping, and that's what snapped me out of the whole thing. And right then and there, I knew. I said, man, I have something, man, because though that was my theater class was the only classes that I excelled in, like making A's, that math and English and all that stuff through school, man. I had problems with that, man, but when I was making straight A's in theater, man, I was like, hey, this is me, man. This, I'm better than the other students now. So
Okay,
that's
so
when
then
I
you
did it, man. That's when I, went to Missouri and got in it, and man, and I was like, it's time to move on.
okay, so you just pack up your stuff and you move to Hollywood.
Just packed it up, man. We had a Nissan Sentra, everything that could fit in that Nissan Sentra, man. Me and my wife just grabbed it and rolled out to Cali. Didn't know where we were gonna land. We just did. I had an aunt out here, man. My aunt let me stay with her for like 5 days. We stayed for a week, and her friend got us an apartment in Glendale, man. And now, shoot, man, we have a 5-bedroom house in Pasadena now, man, and condo in Texas, and we've been doing pretty good now, man, since 1989, man.
That's what's up, man.
Oh yeah,
I love to hear that. Okay, so you get to Hollywood, and I guess you start going on auditions.
Yep. Got a matter of fact, one of my friends that was in the play with me in Missouri, he came out here too, white guy, and he said that they were looking for new talent at an Anwar agency, man. And I went and we auditioned, and they liked me. They took me on. I was with them for a long time. Then I went to William Morris, and now I'm with a new agent, man, and we're having a good time, man. We're having a good time now. But that's how it started. When I came out here, it was hard to get an agent. I went to like every agency in Cali, in up and down Hollywood, Sunset, all that, man. And got one person, and the person that I got ended up going out of business the next week.
Okay, and then your first film was Lockup with Sylvester Stallone.
It was Stallone, man. I was an extra. All I did was hold a rifle on him. That was it. And but that's the first thing I did, man.
Okay, was it a speaking role or just an extra?
No, I just held the gun on Stallone. That was it. My first speaking role was Trials of Rose O'Neal with Sharon Glass TV show.
Okay, so now you start getting some TV roles.
Right.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so that was 1990, I guess.
Yeah, like 89, 90. The first thing I got when I got my union card was a movie with Lawrence Kasdan directed, from The Big Chill, and River Phoenix was in it, and Kevin Kline, Tracy Ullman, and I forgot the name of that movie, man. I Love You to Death, I think that's the name of it. And I was just supposed to be a stand-in, but Tommy Ford, who was on Martin, I didn't know Tommy Ford at the time. He was supposed to be in the movie, and I was supposed to be a stand-in, but he didn't show up because he was doing Harlem Nights, and I don't know if he told the people or not he wasn't coming, but so he didn't show up, so I just started talking. I said, well, the only thing they could do is tell me to shut up or go home. And I started talking, and Lawrence Kasdan came and gave me a contract. And that's how I got my union card, man. And River Phoenix, let me tell you something about River Phoenix, man. River Phoenix, he was more happy for me to get my union card than I was for myself, man. I mean, when I came, I said, man, they gave me my card. I got my, man, he was out. He came on, man, he was punching me in my arm. He was happy. He was like, man, congratulations. He had an old beat up white, something like a little Camaro or something, man. He used to get in. He used to go through the window. That's how he used to go. He couldn't open the door, And, man, he was, like, excited for me, man. He was more excited for me than I was for myself, man. That was a cool cat, man.
Well, you were actually in Menace to Society.
Yep. Menace, the Hughes brothers, man. They auditioned me for O-Dog. You know, but they liked my performance, man. That they they said, well, you too old for old dog, but we give you something. So they gave me the little part with me and Glenn Plummer on the porch, man. That was cool. I like that. I like for that little role that I had in that movie. It really, it was one of my, the best things that I think I've done because of the little, like they say, it's no small parts, they're small actors, but that part was so dope, man. I like with the little kid, the interaction with the kid, man. It was cool.